Now, we are covering some developing breaking news this afternoon. An Orleans Parish grand jury has handed up a 16-count indictment of State Attorney General Liz Murrill. This is tied to letters she sent to several New Orleans officials as they push back against the new laws overhauling the clerk of court's office. We now want to bring in Loyola law professor Dane Ciolino for a little bit of context here. Dane, I'm not sure how much of the after court scrum you were able to take a look at, but what are your initial impressions of what is going on here?
Well, I mean, usually I would come on air and give a fairly measured response about an indictment of a public official, but this really seems like theater of the absurd. Whatever you think of Liz Murrill, the notion that she would be indicted for essentially telling public officials that they were not doing something lawfully by appointing a clerk of court is astonishing. We all have to remember at the end of the day, on the merits, the Louisiana Supreme Court ruled and essentially adopted as its majority rule what she had been saying all along, which is that the legislature had passed a constitutional statute that created a combined consolidated clerk of court, and any effort by the by the City Council of New Orleans to install their own clerk or to hold elections was improper. So again, that she would be indicted for what she said is absurd.
I don't think we've gotten a full look at the actual indictment, correct? Or have you been able to take a look at it yet?
No, I've just seen that it's again, it's eight counts of malfeasance, 8 counts of public intimidation, all centered around her comments directed at the New Orleans City Council, where she was essentially asserting that what they had done was unlawful by going against what the legislature had done in consolidating the clerk's offices.
And we saw that there was a swift reaction to this by the Louisiana GOP, also by Governor Jeff Landry. They called it a kangaroo court. Also, Attorney Laura Canizero-Rodrigue used that terminology as well. Can you talk about how much politics have played into this, or how much the Attorney General's office believes that politics have played into this indictment today?
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Because grand jury proceedings happen in secret. We do know that Jason Williams' office has recused itself from any participation in this. This could be a rogue grand jury. All it takes is 9 members of a grand jury to return a true bill of indictment. It's just an allegation, of course. She will have her day in court if this goes forward. And even if somehow she were convicted, the Louisiana Supreme Court would never let it stand, and you could bet that Governor Landry would pardon her. So the whole thing really is just a continuation of this theater of the absurd that started weeks ago with these cross allegations of criminal conduct coming from the City Council and then again from Liz Murrill's office herself.
It does seem like both sides are pretty fired up here. Can you predict what is going to happen next? Of course, we'll see her in court for her initial appearance or her arraignment, but what do you foresee happening over the next few months with this case?
Well, who knows? I never would have foreseen an indictment on these facts. So we're in uncharted territory here, so no telling what could happen. I can tell you with virtual certainty that at the end of the day, she's never going to be a convicted felon.
All right. Anything else I did not ask you that you wanted to touch on?
Not that I can think of.
All right. Dane Ciolino, thank you so much for joining us and providing some much needed law context to this. We know that there is lots more to come in this, so we appreciate your time. Thank you so much.